What's up, guys? Welcome to Parlay Power Hour for June 14th, 2021. I'm so excited to let you guys know that the nicknames that we came up with on Friday's show are going to stick because of how great we did on Friday with our bets. First of all, I'm going to skip Will because I got to go with Grant, the man. Grant, the one and only Mitchell. 17-11 on the season. How you feeling, Grant?
I'm feeling all right. We were joking beforehand that I've been making a lot more picks than everybody, but hey, if you're getting them right, that's all that matters.
There you go. I mean, you make 1 million picks a day, so your winning percentage should be better. Then we got Will, the Wizard, Reed, 3-1 on the season. He joined us on Friday. I don't know. His contract says he's a Monday, Wednesday, Friday guy. We're gonna try to get him to Tuesday, Thursdays as well. But Will, the Wizard, 3-1. How you feeling, Will?
It was a pretty good start for me on this season. 3-1, I'll take it. I wish it was 4-0, but I'll take the 3-1. Let's keep it rolling.
We've got Will on a 10-day too. He's still during his tryout phase, so he's got to prove himself here over the next week.
Yeah, I forgot that provision in his contract. He might get cut from the show.
Nickname's got to stick.
And then Tanner Kern, 11-5, no nickname. Tanner Kern. We're all business here on Parlay Power Hour, 11-5. I think I'm not a math major. I don't think either of you guys are math majors either, but or I was a math major. Was not a math major. That's what I'm trying to say, people. History major, okay? I can't do numbers really good, off the top. 11-5, though. I feel like that's a better winning percentage than both you guys.
11-5 is about 69%.
Well, 69%.
Yeah, I'm at 75% just because my 1 day.
Yeah, so. I mean, we don't care about you. All right, Grant, the one and only, 17-11. Will, you seem like you're good at math. Who has a better winning percentage? 11-5? What?
Yeah, 11-5 is better.
Damn right it is. That's the
answer.
Hey,
I'm making it fun. I'm picking prop bets. I've got more prop bets coming today. I'm keeping it interesting.
I'm the king of props. I was 2-0 on my props last week. Cedric Mullins, 2 hits on whatever day he played. He got 2 hits every day of the week. I also got DeGrom over 9.5 strikeouts. He's stoned Fernando Tatis's ass last Friday night, but that's a story for a different day because Tatis went yard the next 2 days off Mets pitching. So anyways, let's get right into the picks, guys. First of all, how everyone doing good though today? We feeling good?
Yeah, it's a solid Monday morning.
Yeah, good Monday. Excited.
There you go. I think I'm feeling better than you guys. I think I'm going to keep up my winning, but we'll get right into it. We got Hawks money line plus 142. Grant, what's your thoughts on this? A little positive odds here. It's a little risky.
Yeah, so the 76ers have won the past 2 games. We thought that they had figured out a better way to stop Trae Young, but Trae Young still had a game high in points, which I correctly predicted, I must throw out there. And one of his 2 primary defenders, Danny Green, has been lost for 2 to 3 weeks with a calf injury. So I'm not quite sure how this game would go. I could see it being super high scoring. I could see it being a low scoring game. But I think the lack of defending on the perimeter that the 76ers now have, combined with how effective Trae Young was in the last game, and this is the final game in Atlanta before it goes back to Philly, I think the Hawks get it done here and they tie it up 2-2.
I'm going to go with Philly tonight. I think they got the edge. Hawks money line plus 142. That scares me a little bit. Good value in a parlay if you want to take a risk for a low wager amount. Will the Wizard, who you going with tonight?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the 76ers too. I think Embiid will continue to be too much for the Hawks, and I think they'll take this one again.
All right, so we're going to stay with basketball. Grant the one and only Jazz plus 5 over 223.5. Here he goes, making about 15 picks for a game. Grant, what's your thoughts on this one?
Well, this is my special. This is the spread and the over under. I think the Clippers played really well the last game, but I mean the Jazz, they didn't play poorly by any standard, and they also won the first 2 games before that. Both teams have scored a lot of points in this series, so I'm ultra confident in the over. And then giving the Jazz 5 points, I think that's too much. The Jazz were the best team in the West. They're the best team in basketball, and they've been the better team in this series so far. So Jazz in the over, pretty straightforward here.
Okay, I gotta love it. I got no argument there. Will the Wizard? I bet the Wizard's got something for us.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I don't have any argument. The Jazz will keep this one close. I think as Grant was saying, a lot of high scoring in this series so far. So both of those picks look pretty solid to me.
Yep. And then we're going to go over to Euro 2020. Got Poland at minus 40. Grant also thinks he's Grant thinks he's hot shit right now. He's going to go with Poland picking the correct score at plus 650. I advise you to stay away from this, so don't blame me when you lose a ton of money on this. But Grant, you got Poland winning 2-0. You got Poland winning on the money line. Break it down for me.
Yeah, so I actually during my pre-pro for the show, I was writing down notes on my picks, and my top note for this game was the score probably won't be 2-0, but I would put a lot of money behind there being over 1.5 goals, which I believe last I checked was listed around minus 130. But anyway, getting into the actual game itself, Poland, their front line is led by the most prolific goal scorer there is in the world right now, Robert Lewandowski. He just broke a near 40-year-old record in the German league with 41 goals in one season. And he's just been incredible so far. Poland is a team that beats the teams that they should beat. If you look at their recent matches, whether it was a friendly or a Nations League or qualifying, and they lose to the teams that they should lose to. But Slovakia, a lot of their talent, the core of their team, is either older or they've moved out of the major leagues in soccer, or football. So I like Poland here. I picked them to win the groups. I think they're going to finish with maybe all 9 points. So Poland here. And then, like I said, my fancy prop bet going with 2-0. But, I understand that's not the smartest bet, but I would take there being over 1.5 goals.
Will, you got any input on Euro 2020?
I do not. I cannot say I follow this Euro 2020 tournament too well, so I can't put any input in here.
Who's Poland playing, Grant?
Slovakia.
All right, I don't. Whatever. Nobody cares about soccer. Anyways,
I was just gonna say, if you are looking at this bet, Slovakia is a very inconsistent team. All of their forwards that they have on their roster combined to score 1 goal for their clubs last season. So, even if you don't think Poland's going to win, bet it on a draw. I don't see Slovakia winning outright.
Yeah, there's a lot of value in soccer betting. I just don't know enough. I know that's the one thing we're probably not supposed to say is we don't know about a sport, but I don't know about soccer. I'm going to be honest. I don't care about soccer. I don't want to watch soccer. But Grant, I give you a lot of props here. I would trust you. Do you guys trust Grant? Let us know in the comments. Poland's going to win today 2-0. Just watch it happen. Watch it happen. All right, we're going to transition over to the Wizard. Will the Wizard read? Canadiens on the money line, +2 and +205, +205. Wow. Under 5.5 goals, minus 130. He's taking a note out of Grant, the one and only's playbook here by picking about 15 bets. Let's go. Let's see it, Will. What do you got?
Well, it's the first game of the second game of the conference finals in the NHL, so I had to go big here. I really like the Canadiens in this one. They've had some good game ones in their series. I believe they won both their game ones in their past 2 series. I think it's going to be a close match. It's going to be a goalie matchup between Carey Price and Marc-Andre Fleury. And in a goalie matchup, you always got to go with Carey Price. I'm going to also stick with the under here. The Canadiens have gone under in 7 of their 11 games in this postseason, despite this being a high-scoring postseason for NHL standards. And the Vegas Golden Knights have gone under in 7 of 13. So I'm pretty comfortable with the under here.
Hey, who said he wasn't a math guy? Who said he wasn't a math guy? You kidding me? All right, Grant, what's your thoughts on this one?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, because it is the first game of the series, so the tone has not been set yet necessarily. Obviously, the Canadiens can score in bunches, but although they didn't score a ton against the Jets in the prior round, so I think this is a good bet.
There you go. All right, so we're going to head back to the hardwood here. We got Kawhi Leonard. Props, baby. Over 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists combined. I like this off the top. I really do, Will. What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, we got to start prop hunting here on Parlay Power Hour. So I'm going to join in on the prop bets. I'm going to take Kawhi Leonard over 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists. The Clippers have moved over to small ball recently. They've taken Zubac and Cousins. So they've limited their minutes, and they've gone to some small ball. That opens up a lot of rebounding opportunities for Kawhi Leonard, taking Rudy Gobert out of the paint. And Kawhi easily passed 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists in the last Game 3 victory. I'm feeling pretty confident about this prop right here.
There you go. Well, I like this a lot. I mean, this is Will the Wizard thinks he can get in on the prop action on his second day on the show. I think he's going to win this. I do like this prop a lot. Grant, you agreeing over 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists?
Yeah, I definitely. Honestly, I mean, we've seen Kawhi has easily scored 30 points if you take away a poor first game of the series. So even if he's a little short of that, it doesn't take much to get 6 points, or 6 rebounds and 6 assists. So yeah, that's a great bet. I didn't see that one, to be honest. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a great bet. What sportsbook you get that from, Will?
Oh, that was DraftKings.
DraftKings, best sportsbook around. Oakland A's money line. Actually, DraftKings took a lot of my money in Indiana when I went to the Indianapolis 500, but that's besides the point. All right, Oakland A's money line -154. I don't know. I kind of like the Angels in this game. Angels are on a hot streak right now. They've gotten better since Mike Trout left their team, so I don't know what's going through his head right now.
Whoa! I thought you got on the show and talked about how terrible the Angels were.
They're not good. Wait. They're not good, okay? They're not good at baseball, but they've gotten a lot better without Mike Trout, which is blowing my mind. I still do my strategy. If Shohei Ohtani is on the mound, I bet the Angels. If he's not, I usually don't bet. Actually, I went against that yesterday. I did win on the Angels. I think they're on a 5-game winning streak right now. They're rolling.
It has reached 6 now, but 5 without Mike Trout, which is amazing. I don't know how they're doing it, which is why I'm predicting that it's going to end today. Sean Manaea is going to be on the mound for the Oakland Athletics. Dylan Bundy for the Angels, who has 1 win on the season with like a 6.5 ERA, something pretty pitiful. So I predict that 6-game winning streak ends today.
Yeah, I do too. Actually, I picked the Angels with Manaea, or I picked the Athletics with Manaea on Baseball Spotlight. MLB Daily Picks, free advertising. Go over, check that out on our YouTube channel. Grant, I know you're heckling me because I say the Angels suck at baseball, but who do you have in this game? You're going to go with the Oakland A's too, I bet.
I'm taking the Angels just to go against you guys. And if I'm right tomorrow, I'll talk about it the whole time. And if I'm wrong, it wasn't my bet, so who cares?
There you go. It's going on Will the Wizard's records. Well, the Wizard says it's right. We're going to go with Will the Wizard in this game. I'm going to go with the Oakland Athletics. All right, then we'll get into my bets real quick. Tanner, I don't even have a nickname on this show. That's how much I mean. All right, Blue Jays, Red Sox money line. I like the Red Sox on the money line. I like the Blue Jays on the money line. Wrote that wrong. Blue Jays on the money line. Why do I like the Blue Jays on the money line +112, Will? Why do you think I like them?
Well, Eovaldi's on the mound for the Red Sox. I'm not sure who's on the mound for the Blue Jays, but that could be one of your reasons.
Well, Eovaldi is pretty good. So 7-2 record, pretty damn good. 4.11 ERA on the season. Not too high on that. He still gives up runs. He does keep the ball in the yard. But the reason I like the Blue Jays in this game, now I'm going to take this off because someone's going to heckle me and say I picked the Red Sox. I'm picking the Blue Jays right now. The reason I like the Blue Jays in this game is because of Vladdy Guerrero Jr., first 1 to 20 home runs this season. They are absolutely mauling the ball. Red Sox win 6-5 on Friday night. On Saturday and Sunday, the Blue Jays come back and they just put on a show. I think Saturday's game was 7-2. I think yesterday's game was like 100-0. I believe it was like they've outscored their opponents. I think it was like 26-2 or something in the past few games that the Blue Jays have outscored the Red Sox. So I'm going to go with the Blue Jays at positive odds on the money line. The way they've been hitting the baseball, I'm not going to argue with that. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that's a solid pick. They hit 8 home runs, I believe, yesterday against the Red Sox and cruised to 16 runs total in the game. I think it's a pretty solid pick.
Yeah, Grant, what do you think?
This one's interesting because if my memory serves me correct, the Dodgers have won 5 of 6 and the Phillies have won 6 of 7. And it's not the most memorable pitching showdown by any means. But I'll roll with you here. I think you're right. I think it could be a close bet, but I think you're on the right side.
Yeah, so you got Tony Gonsolin on the mound for the Dodgers. And really, it doesn't matter who the Dodgers pitch. It doesn't matter. I mean, I guess Lester Trevor Bauer, who got absolutely murdered the other day by the Texas Rangers. Not murdered. Gave up 6 runs, 4 were earned. Mookie Betts made a dumb play in the outfield, but what are you going to do? Dodgers, -1.5 against the Phillies today. They get the job done here. Tony Gonsolin throws a gem. Nothing much to say. I mean, Dodgers are very good. I think they've won 9 in their past 10 games. They're rolling right now. They got beat by the Texas Rangers 12-1 the other day. Nobody cares about that one. That's one game. Baseball's a long season. It's 162 one-game seasons. Dodgers lost that one. They bounced back. They're 9-10. Nobody's going to care about them getting beat by the Texas Rangers 10-12-1 or whatever the other day. Nobody cares about it. Dodgers are back. Dodgers are the best team in baseball. I'm not even going to ask you guys for your opinions on that after, because you know what? The Dodgers are going to win that game. And then finally, Cubs money line versus the Mets. I do like the Cubs on the money line here. How about Chicago? How about Wrigley the other day? People were having a day out in the outfield there. What do you guys think of that? Full capacity.
Well, I mean, it's good to see. I love seeing the fans get back out into the stands, and I do like this bet too. I believe Arrieta's on the mound versus the Mets. It should be a good one for the Cubs.
Yeah, we got Arrieta on the mound versus David Peterson. David Peterson's horrendous at baseball. I'm gonna be honest. David Peterson's horrendous. You know what's really impressive about the Mets though? Francisco Lindor has not hit the ball at all. Like he has not touched the ball, and they're still in first place in the National League East. So I give them a lot of credit. Dave Peterson's not going to do anything today. Arrieta hasn't been great either. He's 5-6 on the season, but they get the job done. Cubs are rolling. They beat the Mets today in New York. Lock it up with them. All right, so we'll go back over the records one more time. Will the Wizard 3-1. The rookie 3-1. Tanner Kern 11-5. Best winning percentage on the show. Just want to make that clear. Grant, the one and only Mitchell 17-11. Do you guys agree with our picks? Let us know, and make sure you subscribe to the Sports 2.0 Network on YouTube. Any thoughts, guys? Any final thoughts?
I'm going to go one of my 5 picks. I'm going 5-0 today.
There you go. Will?
I'm going to second that. We're going to make the record 8-1. Make my record the official best winning percentage on the show.
You can't get that after 2 days.
You can't.
No. I'll just start betting like you, Grant. I'll put like 7 bets per day, and then
you've got 5 just like me.
Grant,
no, I got 4.
Grant's gonna put like 15 bets down a day, and they're all gonna be like minus 200, except his one little Poland wins 2-0 at plus 650 and saves like winning everything. But that does it for today's episode of Parlay Power Hour. Glad you guys could join us today. We will talk to you tomorrow. Will, your contract doesn't work on Tuesdays though, does it?
I'll come back. All
right. Well, the Wizard's showing up tomorrow. So we will have another episode for you guys tomorrow, 11:30 on the Sports 2.0 Network. Thanks for joining us.